towards him
You
as
know,
well.
hey, I can't lie. I can't have it on my dude fuck with DDG. So it's like, damn, bro. Like all of this, it's like, damn, bro. But you don't want to be on the other end of that gun if you, you know. I ain't gonna say you don't be on the other end of the gun. You gonna fuck with who you fuck with, bro. But out loud, you know what I'm saying? They get up. If all of this is true and you still stand 10 toes, boy, yo, that's grass. They gonna. All right, man. You know what I'm saying? I said we on the marathon, man. So we going over the whole thing. We gonna hit the DDG. We gonna hit the DDG. We gonna hit the Diddy, and we gonna hit the. We just hit. Oh, Make the Style. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into it, let me introduce myself, man. My name is Petrowrld P. Tap in with me, man. 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? You know I don't like to hold y'all up, so we gonna get straight to that, man. Title of the video today is "These DDG allegations change everything." Another video by Hello Yasin Extras, or Hello Yasin. I don't know if y'all know. You know what I'm saying? He's a hip hop commentator. You know what I'm saying? He journalist, whatever. But yeah, we gonna tap in and see what's going on. The situation with DDG and his Halle Bailey. You know what I'm saying? His baby mama seem messy to me, man. Tend to stay neutral. What's going on, but it looked like some mess to me, brother. But without further ado, we finna tap in.
I see you trying to defend her. That's a good move, by the way, but let me tell you what happens next. If she can't paint you as a deadbeat dad, which you're not, I'm going to warn you this. The next step is for her to say you were abusive. I want to be very clear. And she just tried, yo, why is my baby dad doing that? And I don't approve of it. And nobody bit. And unless you about to get back with her and go into whatever regime she wants you to get down with, her next attempt will not be as fluky. Women like this don't stop. You've dodged this one, but you got to wait for the bigger one she about to do. Somebody said, Halle not
gender wars. It's getting bad. It's like gender war. It's like this week is like D-Day of the gender wars. I don't know. But, damn. I feel like, man, Jesus coming back, man. That's what I'm telling y'all. Jesus on his way back. I don't know who y'all support, but yeah, that man on his way back.
Women are only loyal to their emotions.
What's poppin', y'all?
Oh man,
oh man. It's actually interesting that academics predicted the outcome of this situation, and this all came out recently.
Everybody
DDG's
was
been having
this, though.
on a tear, but we'll get into that. We'll get right into it. DDG recently, it just came out the other night that Halle Bailey claimed DDG abused, attacked.
Hold up. All right, yeah, we gotta take 10 seconds off, man. Let's get back to it.
Her multiple times and gets a restraining order against him, which means that he can't stay anywhere near 100 feet of her. And this was put through TMZ. So just starting off, let's make the connection there. TMZ put out a lot of stuff about the Tory Lanez updates. They got the exclusives. Tory Lanez, he was against Megan Thee Stallion. That whole situation, Megan Thee Stallion, was being managed by Roc Nation. Roc Nation, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. In this scenario, Halle Bailey, Chloe Bailey, they're under Beyonce.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. This is crazy. So it's like a World War III goddamn, but amongst like these two, amongst this company, and it's like they like Black Rock. That's what it sounded like.
I think it was Ivy Park.
Like
not
Black
entirely
Rock.
sure, but they were supposed to follow up underneath Beyonce. Beyonce, Roc Nation, Jay-Z, Beyonce. Now, this doesn't take away from anything Halle Bailey said, but we're just putting forward why this ended up on TMZ first of all places. Not social media, not anything else, TMZ. It says, Halle Bailey says she's had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She's filed a police report, and now she wants court-ordered protection from the father
these
of
allegations
her child.
are bad,
And
bro.
Doc's filed.
Once you got that grape badge on your jacket, once you got the abuser badge on your jacket, once you got the smelly badge on your jacket, once you got the corny badge on your jacket, oh, man, those right there are career ending. Those are life ending allegations about you, brother. Somebody say you stink. Oh yeah, he weird. He beat on woo woo. It's bad for you, bro. But in the same breath, if you are those things, you gotta change something, brother. Gotta change
Tuesday
something.
in LA, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October. Keep in mind. So they already broke up in October of 2024. In January, they're broken up. So what would lead to, and keep in mind, DDG.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. What would lead to y'all fighting and doing all this, bro? Like, if you got a baby with a shorty, bro, and y'all just don't mix well, bro, had the laws regulate y'all visits when y'all doing visitation, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or like when you going to pick your babies up, because if y'all not together, why are y'all fighting, bro? Or like, why are you hitting on this girl? Or why some people be crazy like that? You know what I'm saying? That's pure definition. But if y'all not together, what could lead to this? If you just dry doing this, you wrong as hell. But if y'all are just not getting along and you shit, no, it's not right. Two wrongs don't make a right. On God, y'all need some authorized regulation there.
He moved on. I wouldn't say quickly, but I'm hard pressed to believe that a couple of months later,
if this is
DDG
over that,
was
it's childish.
so enamored in love with her that he needed her and something was going to happen. This likely had to do something with the kid. She claims things first got physical in January. So she's saying that they were not physical, or we can presume it is a bit of a leap, I guess you could say, to assume here that she didn't say that it was abusive at all while they were together, which is interesting. And Halle says DDG came over to pick up their son Halo, and she tried to start a convo with the rapper about a child visitation schedule. As she was buckling Halo into the car seat is in the back of the car, she claims DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car, bitch." Halle says the baby was crying and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. Man, baby's always crying. But yeah, if they are yelling back and forth, it is what it is. Yeah, that's when they allegedly started wrestling. Okay.
Niggas be so funny, bro. Niggas say, man, baby always crying, man. Hey, bro. Niggas, hey, bro. Niggas are getting fed up. Like that, bro, niggas getting fed up with all this type of shit, bro. The gender wars, bro, it's getting old. I've been hearing what? Black fatigue. I don't know, but we gonna tap in with that. I've been hearing that go around. I'm uneducated. I really don't even know what that word means, but I'm assuming got something to do. I don't know. Let me shut the hell up, man. Let me play the video.
With DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face on his steering wheel, and chipping her tooth.
Crazy word.
Now, does that mean both? This is where it looks odd to me, because a car's got four windows, 4 doors. The steering wheel is in the front. So for DDG, so her door is going to be open. So let's say it's on the same side as the steering wheel. That's where we're going to assume this is happening. Same side as the steering wheel. If he pulls her out, that means he's got to pull her out of the door. The door to the steering wheel has to be open too, and he has to like make this maneuver to push her into the front seat and then do that. I'm not saying that this didn't happen. I'm just wondering like how the maneuver was. Now I could understand if it was the back seat.
He did that shit. This nigga moving like what is it, Benny Segal or Steven Seagal? What the fuck? This nigga tweaked out. Nigga like I turned
driver's seat, yeah, or maybe like her hitting the side of the car. But the steering wheel is a little bit odd. And then she says chipping her tooth. Now the steering wheel is hard enough to actually chip a tooth. So I will say that for certain. And she says, Halle says she was in pain and crying. Although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo. So she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. So she hopped in the whip right after that. And if she was at home, that's a different story. Where I've got different perspectives depending on whether or not she was home. But then she shows this photo of a chipped tooth, which sent the internet on a rampage, mainly DDG fans, mainly Academics TV, the page that is run by Grand Wizard. Academics, we could say Academics' right-hand man. I would say Lil Boom used to be Ac's right-hand man.
Oh, man, Lil Boom. This freak-ass nigga out of here, man.
The whole event. But Academics TV has taken on the mantle of defense attorney for DDG. And he goes on, a bunch of other people go on to say, well, no, she actually had a chipped tooth years ago. This is like before the event, and she had a chipped tooth. Man, I am not going to go into that. I'm just going to take this at face value and say that she got a chipped tooth from this event. Okay. That's what I'm going to say, man. I'm not, that people are getting autistic about this. And I don't know what information is real or not. I think she got a chipped tooth.
I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. All this shit just sounds crazy as hell to me, bro.
In this situation, what I believe happened in this situation is that he was trying to tell her like, hey, maybe she wanted to force herself.
If you out here doing your girl like that, it's not funny. But if you out here, you know what I'm saying, you got some niggas, bro. Come home long day, put my balls on the crusher. Come home, Food cold. Doing the most. You wrong, boy. If you doing that, you need to seek. You need to repent and seek forgiveness from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This sounds like this. If he did this IRL, yeah, bro, gotta be evaluated. Anybody who's doing shit like that gotta be evaluated, bro. Don't be this. Whatever woman you with, bro, it's not worth it. Just leave. Leave. Seek refuge somewhere else, brother. And you'll be alright, because if you do this, you're going to jail. Don't fight with her. You seem like it's getting hot. Before it gets too hot, have some foresight, have some discernment, and leave. But she tweaking, leave. You know what I'm saying? She beating you, run out the crib, run to the car, run down the street, call an Uber. Oh, God. Do what you got to do, because if you put your hands on that girl, it's over with, bro. And even if you not that type of dude, you know what I'm saying, you got real restraint, you've been trying, like, you know what I'm saying? And you do it, once you do it, everybody's going to look at you like, oh, you're a terrible person. Like, it ain't no refuge or no redeeming yourself from that, you know? So, shit, leave, bro. Don't do it.
And come with him, and he didn't want her to come, and she starts wrestling. I think she tries to hit DDG. He tries to hold her back because she posts pictures of these bruises. And it looks like bruises of someone holding you, not someone like blunt force on you. So I think he's trying to hold her back from like maybe hitting him or scratching him or something like that. And then it turns into this, her tooth chips. I genuinely believe that actually happened. Hey, I might be wrong. Once they told her they'd take care of the baby, she left hysterical and with bruises on her arms to go along with her chipped tooth. She attached photos of her alleged injuries in the request for a restraining order. And then she also alleges DDG creeped her out. Okay. In March, when he showed up at her home, entered without permission, went to her bedroom, and texted a pic of Halle's empty bed to her, along with the text, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." Halle says she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having with other people. This is an odd one. 4 days later, she claims he really...
Damn, we might do 2 videos on this, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Unfortunate situation, but ain't something going on.
When he came back to her house, Halle told him she and the baby were sick, and she didn't want Halo to leave the home. Remember, this panned out on social media, this situation. And she claims that's when he got verbally abusive, smashed her Ring camera, and ran away with Halle's phone. As he drove off, she claims DDG threw the phone out his window and yelled to her, "Go get it, B." The incident prompted Halle to go file a police report, and she says she also has a Ring footage to back up her side of the story. So this is the thing. A lot of people are trying to come at her and say she's lying and this and that. And I do think this is a very calculated, cunning, conniving individual. And I do think there are other parties and interests aligned with making sure that her image stays clean and looks good. And they're willing to take down DDG to do it. So this instance where he took the phone and then tossed it out.
Jay-Z versus Beyonce versus DDG. Hey, bro, them niggas in them black trucks gonna pull up, bro. You better keep that. You better keep that bitty on you. You better have it on you at all times. When niggas say, "Don't answer the door," we not doing none of that, bro. Cause what? Jay-Z, Beyonce, the Illuminati, allegedly. It's bad. Ooh.
Outside, I believe that happened, and if there's Ring camera footage, we're probably going to see it. But when we look a little bit more into the information, in particular, when we look at the text when DDG came to drop off his kid, you see the text right here, and the text say, this is clearly, it says BD. So
pause, bro. How do you let a relationship, like I said, Lee, how do you let shit fester and get this bad, bro? Like, people don't be having no maturity or like no foresight, or I don't know, like, they be forcing it. They be so caught up in they lusting for each other, and it's made up fairy tale world, bro. People gotta know when to walk away, bro. Cause the fact that you even let your, like, I don't know, like, you gotta nip that shit in the bud, bro. Because if you do let that shit fester, it's gonna turn into this, bro. And then all you can do is just, damn, you know what I'm saying? Now you in a broken home with a kid that's seeing y'all fight back and forth, bro. And kid got all type of trauma, all type of shit, bro. That's not a good look.
Oh, DDG is on the left. Daryl Granberry. Me and Halo is at the front door. Can you answer? If you're not home, just say that. So this is DDG, and he is telling her that him and their son are at the front door. Is DDG just gonna randomly pull up? And he notifies her. It's not like he just walks in. And then I guess he walks in. Maybe he has a key. Keep in mind, this woman lives in either a gated neighborhood or she's making sure she's locking her doors. They're in LA. You don't just leave your doors open in LA. I mean, maybe if you're in a gated neighborhood, but even then. So he's able to get in. It's not like he creeped her out. And then he takes a photo and says, now I know what you've been on, LOL. You can pick
Halo up from George.
Halo up from George. I have to go to work. So there was likely communication.
Okay, that's straight. If after this situation, this is what he did. Hey, he picked him up from whatever. That's what
before this that we don't have, and I'm willing to presume that he had to go to stream and he just dropped the kid off. He put this. This is the thing.
Pain the nails. What niggas on, bro?
And this is where you need to look at the narratives. It says this isn't even part of like the actual. It says he creeped her out. Like they're putting that. TMZ is putting that in the article. You got to be very intentional with how people write things. TMZ is a little bit better at it. Like when you look at Academics TV, you're clearly like, okay, this guy definitely believes DDG is innocent and does not like Halle Bailey. But when you read it on TMZ, there are subtle indicators that they may just enter your subconscious if you're not aware of them. Like this creeped her out thing. This is different from the actual information that they deliver, which is, okay, allegations of he hit her. They're saying this happened. And you're like, okay, but he showed up at her home, entered without permission. Well, what was he going to do? Just hold on to the kid? He needed to go to work. So he was going to drop off the kid, and there was likely communication before.
Oh, okay, so I heard that too. So when he was dropping off the kid, and when he just pulled up, and then when he dropped the baby off, he slept the baby. I don't know, bro. I'm not dumb, man.
Or after that. But we don't get context of that. Moving forward, there was the Brent Faiyaz situation, which really took the social media on a tear. And this is where I didn't know what happened because I don't know what to believe, man. Like, there's so much fake information. And they were saying the whole story was that Halle Bailey's been seeing Brent Faiyaz. I think that's a fact. And they're saying that Halle Bailey and Brent Faiyaz went outside of the country together to St. Lucia, Antigua.
Perfect. You know what I'm saying? If they both with that toxic shit, it's finna be a part 2 with Brent Faiyaz next. Boy, so with
Antigua, Barbados, some islands.
Brent Faiyaz might pull a Brent Faiyaz and you know how that nigga get down, you know.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Bart's, I don't know, bro. I've never been to any of them. And I'm not going to say I'm not interested in going. Like, shout out my Islanders. It's just, yeah, it seems like Americans love going to those islands. So they're out there, allegedly, and then he sends some texts over. And this is where my initial thoughts of, okay, maybe
Run
DDG...
on fade, Brent Faiyaz, DDG, set it up, man. I'm trying to see y'all. Y'all not fighting over, oh girl, y'all are fighting for respect. We need to see that.
Yeah.
Set that up.
Remember when I said, okay,
on Jake Paul, next card.
January, I have a hard time that DDG's like still enamored with her or attached to her. Well, he sends her to some, I may be wrong in that, he sends her some texts where the post, and this is funny, this is from Academics TV, but he says, this foul bet, and then it says, pretty much confirms the Halle Bailey Brent Faiyaz rumors, keeping Halo away from DDG while Brent playing stepdad in St. Lucia is nasty work at Academics. And then they have a photo of Brent Faiyaz at an island. I don't know if that's St. Lucia as well. So here, I think DDG's sending a message here like, oh, yo, you wouldn't even let me take my kid to Kai Cenat or to stream with him. I've never been able to take him out the country. It would have been great content for him to take his kid out to Japan. Now, my personal thoughts, do I think like kids that young should be taken across the world and just hopping them on planes and
exploiting them,
disturbing my peace if that baby is crying? No,
for real though.
Man. No, I don't think they should. I think it's more stable for the kid to
spank a baby,
be at home maybe in a certain place. But she's taking the kid on a plane anyway, which is probably like 5-6 hour flight because she's going from LA to all the way to these islands. And then he goes on to say, you think you hurting my feelings when you're really just ruining your own image. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. But just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same ish. And you see here, he's not really upset that she's with Brent Faiyaz. He's just saying that this doesn't look good for you, and you're not allowing me to see my kid. So still, it doesn't come across that DDG is upset that she's
This is messy,
with a
bro.
new man.
It's so important for you to watch who you lay down with, bro. Who you lay down with, bro. This might be it's gonna be a long one for sure. Y'all see the timestamp, so if y'all riding with me to the end, y'all ride with me, brother. We ain't, but yeah, bro. Like, you gotta watch who you lay down with, because if you do not lay down with the right person, this will be your life. It don't gotta happen to you personally, bro. The information is here. This will be your life, and that's not this is miserable, bro. Like, on both sides, bro. This shit is. It's played out, bro.
And then it says that she replied, "Not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon."
And they both petty as hell. Like, they both in here going tit for tat. Like, I don't know. Am I tripping? I don't know. I feel like both their messages were very passive aggressive.
And then this turned into a social media firestorm when she was out there on the islands. So
why are their relationships so bad? Why is it so toxic? The baby only like 2, and that's about as long as they've been together, bro. 2-3 years, bro. What happened in this? Like, bro, what's going on?
Everyone's like going in on her, and they're like, "Yo, what's going on? Like, I can't believe she's doing this. She's with Brent Faiyaz, and he's playing stepdaddy to DDG's kid. Nah, that's crazy." Well, then we get this. And Halle Bailey.
That shit made me a bot. Am I a bot because I can keep up with this? Or not keep up with, bro. Damn near.
Bailey also talked about a photo that was deleted from Chloe Bailey's Instagram. And this just shows you how devious this woman is. So I'm going to play you guys that clip where she's talking about her appearance.
Right now, currently, I am a little bit thicker than I usually am, and I don't really know. I feel really insecure about it a little bit, because all my life I've been like 120 pounds, really skinny, and then I had my baby, and then when I was breastfeeding, I lost a bunch of weight. So I felt like my body sort of snapped back to where I thought it did at the time, but it still was very off. And then now that I'm 25.
What? She's 25? What? I don't know. I thought she was a little ass kid. I don't know. All these. Every time I see like a superstar or whatever, and they be like, "Oh," I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, how the hell are you older?"
Just feel myself like, "Oh,
what?
Weight is sticking more." Like, okay. And I haven't had a lot of time. This is my first time taking a break. Like, being on this vacation with my sister. This is my first time I'm like taking.
Having kids out of wedlock, man, that shit y'all be playing. That baby mama, baby daddy shit like it's cute. Playing house, you know what I'm saying? Yo, ass gonna be up here like
break,
this.
I was filming every day and being a mom with Halo every day. I didn't have time anywhere between being on set and being with Halo to work out.
Internet got y'all shameless, so like that shit cool.
I'm a little fluffy right now because I kind of fell off of my consistent workouts. But I do feel a little insecure about it. And yesterday,
I'm gonna say, shit happen, man. It's not always meant to
like a fun TikTok
go that way. If God got that in the cards for you, he got that in the cards. But I feel like a lot of y'all God ain't do that shit.
I asked her like, "Hey, can you just take it down? Because I feel really bad about my body." And yeah, so people are asking like, why is it deleted? It's because of me. I was insecure about it and what people were saying about my body and what I don't know. I get in my head about stuff like that. But then today I'm like, I'm gonna feel better about myself. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself because I've been working on this really cool fucking job that I just finished. Guys, I had a really great experience in New York. And now I'm on vacation with my sister and we're celebrating. And
she's coming off very depressed. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Is that due to postpartum? If so, postpartum definitely makes women act crazy out of character, and so does depression. Postpartum brought on the depression, so I don't know, she might just be wilding out because of chemicals she going through. I don't know. It seemed like it's a lot going on here, brother.
With my baby, we're having
like
like a good time. I'm not gonna be so hard on myself. So my message of today is, I'm telling this to myself, is to just enjoy the moment and not be too hard on yourself and let yourself live a little and have some fun.
This is impressive from Halle Bailey because she is able to consistently come across. Keep in mind, she played The Little Mermaid. She was a Disney star.
Amber Heard.
She's a singer. She's so soft-spoken. Even here, she's like, yeah, you know, like I'm not really too like my body. It's like after having a kid. This spikes the emotion of a lot of the female audience, which is the audience that she's going to need to defend her.
Soldiers.
Because the last time when DDG and
her
got into it publicly, they were on his side, and they were saying, yo, why don't you...
Ready to hang niggas at the stake, ready to, you know what I'm saying, pitchforks. Oh, God, oh, man, no. It's over with. Angry Mob, 200, you know what I'm saying, No Limit Soldiers versus a gorilla. Because the gorilla said that he watched DDG. What? They gonna fucking rip him to shreds.
You just let the guy see his kid. Like, he's not doing anything wrong. He's not exhibiting any jealous behavior, toxic behavior. He just wants to see his kid, and you're holding him back from that? That doesn't add up. She clearly cannot deal with that. But behind the scenes, we don't know what she's like. But she has that image. And that image is being wrecked by this potential Brent Faiyaz situation, by DDG looking like a good guy. And keep in mind, at the same time, DDG is scorching hot right now. DDG just had his album sell 11K first week. I talked about it. You should check out in the pinned comment where I talk about like how successful of a rollout that was. He said he sold 1,230 copies, but he sold a lot more than that. This album performed in first week just as good as his first album, Die for Respect, which was his debut.
I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. I'm not listening to DDG, bro. Sorry, I don't want to hate, bro. We all grew up watching DDG, brother, but he doing his thing. Not listening to that, though.
Major record label. And this time, the record label didn't put much push behind him, didn't put any playlisting behind him. He didn't have a hit on it that had motion, for lack of a better word, and he was still able to do that. So he's also been streaming like crazy, like 50-something days straight, and people love DDG again. And people are being more favorable towards him as well.
I can't lie. I can't have it on my dude for with DDG. So it's like, damn, bro. Like, all of this, it's like, damn, bro. But you don't want to be on the other end of that gun if you know. I ain't gonna say you don't be on the other end of the gun. You gonna fuck with who you fuck with, bro. But out loud, you know what I'm saying? They get up. If all of this is true and you still stand 10 toes, boy, yo, that's grass. They gonna pitchforks and fucking. Well, rightfully so, because that'd be crazy. But let's say that this is not true at all, and you know what I'm saying, it's not what they thought it was, and you like, man, this nigga DG chill. Ooh, they're gonna get you. They're gonna pull up and they, you know what I'm saying, 100 buses deep.
Favorable towards him. Everything not looking too good on her end, and people liking DDG more too. That doesn't look too hot. So a couple of people responded to this situation. The initial one being Academics, who predicted this whole thing a couple of months ago. And he had the following to say.
Halle claims DDG...
He did call this shit, bro. And this nigga here is the worst. This nigga's a lying boy.
If they can't win the public
shady individual,
they make the accusations.
But he ain't lying.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her multiple times. Gets restraining order. Oh my God. Halle says she's had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She filed a police report and now wants a court order.
This is on your jacket. It's so tough.
From the father of her child. In documents, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October. Halle claims that DDG came over to pick up their son Halo, and she tried to start a convo with the rapper about the visitation schedule. Again, I keep telling you, all these women, something happened, they run to the bathroom, they take pictures, and they keep it in the tuck.
And this really does put the public narrative back on her side because, and this is where it's evil and nefarious if this is not true, because a lot of women have actually gone through situations like this. So they're emotional.
It just made everybody else's case look weak as hell, you know what I'm saying? It set all the other women like 10 steps backward. It was already hard enough to get to where they was at. But then y'all go do some shit like this, Meg and girl, bro, in the public eye, that shit it's a huge L. I'll be mad if I was y'all. If this is the case, if she lied, I'll be
jumping towards Halle Bailey's side, where it doesn't look good for DDG on that end. But this happened whilst DDG was on stream with Aiden Ross. So she already had the restraining order, but the TMZ article drops while they're on stream together. Now, there are no coincidences, guys. So you get a live reaction from him and Aiden Ross to the news. So I'm going to run you guys that clip right now.
Damn. All right, I'm looking at her story now.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real.
But,
that's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person.
I can't take shit this nigga Aiden Ross say seriously, bro. This nigga's an unserious character, bro. No, we not listening to you, bro. Who he sound like, bro? He sound like somebody I can't get it though. Y'all let me, bro. If y'all know who y'all think he act like, bro. He act like somebody, bro.
It's a good human being.
Even, but I don't.
But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like I gotta be.
Just don't do it, bro. Come here. Fuck all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG, and fuck anyone who got anything to say.
Fuck the.
Hey, that boy Aiden Ross been on that. Yeah. His whole personality done changed. He done got a little, you know what I'm saying, a little aggression in his voice now. A little, you know what I'm saying. He's speaking with a little conviction, even though it sounds crazy as hell. He been off that yeah. Got him feeling good.
Fake narratives, my nigga. Stop the bullshit. We don't want to hear that shit, bro. That shit is fake.
Listen to R. Kelly.
And man, shout out
R. Kelly, no, bro. When I see, dude, that nigga owe me a fade, no cap. That's all I'm saying.
to Aiden Ross. Like this guy is what Stephen A. Smith should have been to, if that was actually his boy. And this just goes to show the loyalty of Aiden Ross, because when Aiden Ross was first blowing up, like 2020, 2021, trying to get into rap and hip-hop, DDG was on stream with him. And people, Aiden Ross's audience, loved DDG because DDG was showing Aiden actual love. He was supporting him. He brought Blueface with him. He linked him up with Blueface. He also gave him advice on how to handle situations when it was just Blueface and Aiden Ross. And now Aiden Ross is repaying that too when DDG is a live streamer. And he's out here defending his friend. He's saying he doesn't believe this. I personally don't. I don't believe. If DDG didn't put hands on Ruby Rose, and I'm going to play you guys this clip right now before we get to the next part of what Ruby Rose did to DDG.
It was around the time, I think, when people was like jumping over gates and shit like that.
So boom. So we was at DDG crib. We just in the living room playing the video game. And out of nowhere, bro. RR stomp in. Don't say a word. At this time, they wasn't cool. They wasn't on speaking terms. So like, she had came unannounced. She don't say nothing. She goes straight upstairs. DDG look at us like, we like, so we continue playing the game, nigga. She come downstairs. She come downstairs with some flight itineraries, flight tickets. Just for context, I guess DDG had flew some, flew a little yeah or whatever, some little shit out and put the thing in the trash. So she dig through his trash and found it. So she come downstairs mad, bro. DDG not really paying attention. He playing the game. When I say, bro, she grabbed this nigga big ass chain, bro. Yank! Oh! And threw that bitch across the living room. I looked at DDG eyes, bro. That nigga pupils was dilated, bro. That nigga saw nothing but red. When I say, bro, I'm gonna leave it at that. I felt it. I felt the yank. I'm like, ooh. Mind you, she did this in front of his niggas. He stand up. Ain't no telling what he was gonna do. I know DDG. That's not him. That's not his body. He would never dare, like, do anything like that. Yeah, right. That look in his eyes, though, it was a strong consideration. It's the way she snatched it, bro. Like his head yanked.
Right, you can hurt him.
And
you can hurt
the
him.
chain broke.
Yeah, I
mean, that bit. Like, it's not no regular chain.
I know it's DDG.
Can't abuse. I ain't gonna say abuse. You can't put your hands on people. You can't yank people. You know what I'm saying? You don't never know what somebody could do. I tell my ladies, just because you a girl, bro, you 130 pounds and above, bro. 130 pounds is a weight class in boxing and any fighting sport. It's a lightweight. You turn it over, hussa. You know what I'm saying? Hussa. You know what I'm saying? You hit somebody's step, you'll break they shit up, bro. Nose broke. Orbital bone broke. Tooth chipped. Chin check, might even go to sleep, bro. And that don't excuse nobody, man. So keep your hands to yourself. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't like that, unless you willing to, go to war about it. Yeah. Or die and get deleted about it. Yeah, but if that's not the case, man, keep your hands to yourself, man.
I just remember me and B-Lou jumping up quick. Because I know every thought that was going through that nigga head at that moment, bro. We couldn't waste no time, bro. So we go grab that nigga, bro. Nah, girls, she popping her shit, boom, boom, boom. She running to him to like, I grab her, nigga. She like fighting, like, leave me alone, get off me, nigga. Who the fuck is you? I have my chain on. She grabbed my chain. She said, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna break your chain. She said, who the fuck is you, nigga? I say, nigga, yank my chain off. I'm gonna show you exactly who the fuck I am. I bet you let that motherfucker know. We calmed them down, right? And we turned into therapists, bro. But they was talking shit, and I'm not gonna say what they said. Right. That's federal.
Therapist, they call it therapist.
It's like they was having a who can put who down battle. So I remember we was just like giving like the perspective from a nigga, like we not, you can't. We on DDG side, that's our nigga. So like they talking to us like, but he did this, she did. Oh, they made y'all mediators. He was real therapist. They ended up making up, bro. Right there with y'all? Huh? Yeah. She gonna fix the chain and everything. Yeah, she sent that money.
This was a clip from Z.
Messy though, sound like some mess. You know what I'm saying? What I say, if it involve dick and pussy, man, leave it alone. If it involve the birds and the bees, you know what I'm saying, leave it alone, bro, because you going to try and get between that bird and that bee and what they got going on, and you going to get stung and pecked by both of them in the end, and they going to keep doing what they do, bro. You thinking you saving the day or whatever, bro. No, you just putting yourself in harm's way. I hate to say it, bro. And that go for your brother, your sister, whoever. If it involves the bird and the bees, let it be, bro.
Where Zeus was there, and they tell the story. So DDG comes back, and instead of letting this derail his momentum, he says the show must go on.
You alright? You want to sit down? On my lap?
I'm great.
Want to leave? We go to the studio?
Stop playing with me, bro.
Mute real quick.
The show will
No? Just really quick.
The show will continue.
That's fine.
So that just goes to show, man, we got to give this guy credit. This guy is a content legend in this generation. He is a performer. He is a showman in terms of content. Like some people be like, well, look, his music and shows. Like, we're talking about a showman in terms of content. He's there putting it out there, and you know he's stressed. But there were also times in the past when DDG has talked about helping maintain Halle's golden image, like I talked about earlier, where I said, yo, she's got this golden image, and they're going to do anything to preserve it. So here's that clip from the last time, the incident where she was saying, I can't believe you put my son on social media on this Kai Cenat stream. And that's where she really messed up.
Doing really good. I've been keeping my head down, just working, waking up every day, working, dealing with this shit on the same breath. Nobody will really know. And she got this fucking golden image that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep doing that because I'm a real nigga. But this shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple.
Yeah, man.
The shit that's said
crazy
to me is so, if niggas heard it, it's on some leave us alone type shit. I'm like, bro, like, now I can see if no nigga in the world can tell me that I'm a deadbeat or a bad dad. No nigga in the world can ever say that to me. If my son can talk, he'll tell you my pops is the realest nigga ever. This nigga fuck with me. I wish I can be around him more. I don't get the chance to, bro. It's not cool. Like, it's like, all right, like I have never took my son out of the state before. Never been able to.
Okay.
I don't have permission. Like, it's like I have a fucking second mom. Like, I gotta ask my second mom, hey, can I take my son? Can I take our son?
I hate that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We had a baby together. It's my son just like it's your son. You know what I'm saying? But it's not how they be feeling, bro. It's not how they be feeling, bro.
You want to get up and leave the country and leave the state, I get no say-so whatsoever.
But if you don't take care of your kids, you need your ass beat, period. You know what I'm saying? If you don't take care of your kids, bro, I ain't got nothing for you, my boy.
I can't say
no
one
positive
word.
things to say about you, my boy.
Because she tell me that she the primary parent. Like, it's like, bro, the shit not cool, bro.
So here he's saying he's helping preserve that image. And the problem when she bit off more than she could chew in that situation. Kai Cenat is beloved. He's got more of a Disney image than you. Well,
Man,
not
where
more of a
all the
Disney
viewers
image,
with
but he's
kids
got more
at,
of a
bro? If you got
favorable
kids,
image
tap in, bro.
amongst
You going
the
through this?
populace
Have you been through this?
than you do.
How did you
And he's
resolve
more-
it if you did?
He's
Saying
got a
Lace-
stronger connection.
get
I
a
wouldn't say
comment
he's more
some game.
famous, like widely famous, because she is. And DDG and his baby, and people are like, yo, I don't see anything wrong with this situation. So that really backfired on her. But he's saying that he helped assist, DDG in this case, her preserving this image. But now, this derails DDG's momentum, because this is going to be something that's stressing him, that's on his mind, that people are constantly asking him to talk about. And his career now is that he has to stream all the time. So you can't, if it's a YouTube video, you can kind of dodge it, just not reply to comments. You don't have to address them in real time. People are asking you about this in real time. Now, DDG does have the audience that's defending him, and a ton of these streamers are like, I think she's severely underestimating the stream audience. I think Rock Nation is as well.
Hey,
These
boy, them
guys
streaming
weaponized
all- hey.
autism. Hey, if you know where that
They ready to
term
die
came
about
from.
it.
Some OG IRL streaming stuff. They're going to tear through everything, and like
They
upside
worse
down
than
if
FBI.
she told any type of lie. And I don't think she told a lie. I just think she's not telling the whole truth, which is that she was probably putting hands on this guy. And Deshae Frost, a close friend of DDG's, also an odd.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I heard this too. If Deshae Frost lied about something like this, he is liable to be sued for defamation. No one wants to go through that. Why would he say it if he ain't see it? Takes two to tango, brother. You know what I'm saying? A man can't hop in the ring and box himself.
Streamer in his own right. He says that she was putting hands on DDG during their relationship.
Crazy, bro. Diddy has always held his tongue the whole time. Bro, they've been through so much shit, bro. Real shit. Real shit. Nigga. Diddy used to tell me, nigga, she used to smack the shit out of him on the bed. He chilling. She smacking the shit out of him. Real shit.
For all the homies, man, I ain't gonna say no name, for all, you know what I'm saying, for all the guys, you know what I'm saying, if you're going through this, man, you don't have to, bro. Y'all need to go see a therapist or something, bro, because this is never a good situation, bro. I see so many young men and young women lose their lives due to domestic violence and relationships like that, bro. Like, it's not worth it, bro. And if y'all willing to work it out, bro, do that, bro, because this is very unfortunate. I hate hearing about shit like this, bro. I really do.
Bow, you sitting on in his bed. Bow, like real shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Real shit. Like I'm saying, bro. Like I'm just saying, bro. Like he not gonna talk or whatever the fuck he wanna say. Whatever, bro. He can say whatever he wanna, or you're not gonna say. But I'm not gonna let people think that my dog is some fucking abuser or some shit, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm not gonna let no people think my dog an abuser or some shit, bro. Nigga is not no
DDG can't mess up after this, though. You know what I'm saying?
fucking
Or
abuse.
say
This nigga
he- or
do
he
not
don't have
be
it
putting
on
his
his
hands on women or trying to do that type of shit, bro. Bro. Never.
Hearing this story, you're probably like, man, that's impossible. There's no way. I believe it. And the problem here is DDG, his life is going to be absolute hell. And the reason why it's going to be hell is because of how much he loves his son. If DDG did not love his son and was like, all right, you want to keep playing that game?
It's a
Screw you
baby,
in that
bro,
that little runt. no disrespect.
And I hate, like, you know what I'm saying? I hate that the internet is going to try and drive a wedge in between a baby and his father because the father and the mother are not getting along. I believe, you know what I'm saying, people might not mix well. Two people might not mix well, and they cause a terrible environment. Oh my God, it sneeze. They cause a terrible environment, you know what I'm saying, when they together. But I feel like if they can co-parent and be separate entities and take care of the baby as much as the baby need to be taken care of to ensure that the future of the baby is the best, and the brightest, I'm all for it. Don't make it to where this man can't see his kid, or to where the mama can't see that kid. Because, you know what I'm saying, people, I don't know, man. People can be well and not, you know.
Like, I'm just talking
I
hypothetically,
hate that, man.
right?
Especially with what we see with, black men in the community with no daddies, bro. I hate, that's the worst. And we watching this shit unfold like a fucking Tyler Perry movie. That shit weak.
Of a deadbeat. He's like, screw y'all. She would not have any power over him anymore. Because it's clear, and I think this may bother her, that he doesn't want her. He's not pining for her. He's not like, I want you back. I want us together. He's like, okay, like, this is a toxic situation. We cannot be together. But like, I want to deal with my son. If he said screw them, she would probably be the one that's trying to get in his life, because now she has no power over him. And this kid, it's so unfortunate. He's being used as a tool against DDG. So the only way DDG wins is to not care.
Yeah, and the son, man, them babies got to grow up. That baby ain't going to be a baby forever. Everybody's just assuming baby's going to be, no, that baby's going to grow up to become a young man. And just like how we right here on the computer and seeing all this, he gonna look back and be like, damn, bro, like, I can't believe that. And his life, how his life pan out, is just gonna be documented right here, and we gonna see all of that. If this shit turns sour, we gonna see how this little boy turned out. He gonna be a YN ski mask kid boy, you know what I'm saying, going crazy, you know what I'm saying. You never know. Hopefully that's not the case, bro. I hate that.
Care about his kid, but how does he not care or love his kid? So he's just screwed in this sense. And his biggest weakness is how much he loves his kid, how much he wants to be in his kid's life, and how great of a father he is. And imagine that being used to ruin you. So what I'm saying is that Halle Bailey's image has not been too hot the past couple of months. So what are we going to do if we're her PR team? Well, we got to throw DDG under the bus. We got to make him look like an abuser. And I think this is a concentrated effort, or a concerted effort, whatever the vocabulary is for that. I'm a little tweaked out. I haven't had water, I haven't had breakfast, but I don't eat breakfast in the morning. This is early in the morning while I'm recording.
Man, eat breakfast,
you gotta
bro.
get
Your
up
body
and get
need
it early.
fuel. Do some
Shout out to all
push-ups.
y'all
Go
for
work
getting
out.
up early, 5, 6, 7 a.m. boys.
Yeah.
So them turning this into DDG, it helps her image, because now she's being positioned as, oh, she was getting beat. She's just like trying to raise her kid. He's this big, bad, evil wolf. Similar thing they did with Tory Lanez, although Tory Lanez, Tory Lanez is a bit of a, he is a tough guy, but
you know what I'm saying, it's tough to have on your jacket. It look bad in the public eye, brother. PR.
Tough guy image, I guess you could say. DDG is more like playful, so they concentrate that on him. Bad press on DDG if this works, and then that lifts Halle Bailey back into this Disney princess, which is what they want her to be. But her personality doesn't line up with it, from what we're able to gather, just from the behaviors, just from a couple of things that we've seen here and there. And I'm hoping that DDG is able to push through this. This doesn't have any bearing, I believe, on the parenting. It just makes it more difficult. So now there needs to be a third party every single time. And this is where, this is so anti-family. And I feel for DDG, man.
Anti-family, bro. Killing the black family unit. This is what the CIA wants, bro. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Let's rebuild this. I'm tired of this same replayed broken story. Yeah. Every five. You know you're that. No, you're that. No, you're that. You know what I'm saying, bro? You're that. You know, all the same. The stereotype, bro.
There needs to be a third party that goes to get the kid every time from Halle
what I've been saying.
To give it to DDG, because he can't be within 100 feet of her. Do you see how ridiculous this is? You're introducing a third party every time. So it just makes it more difficult, or more of a nuisance for DDG to see his kid. And you know she's going to try to do whatever she can, because
visitation,
if this actually
that's weak
escalates the way that it does, and I think there's more information out there that we don't even know about that she's going to drop later, and she tries to take the kid away from this guy and basically almost give him no visitation. I don't know how she'd manage that. It will be very, very sad. And I think this is like actually heartbreaking for DDG.
Yeah, it is.
I genuinely don't believe that.
Ain't nobody keeping the baby in mind. Everybody talking about DDG, Halle, man. What about the baby, man? Y'all just exploiting this little dude, man. That sucks.
This guy's putting hands on chicks. DDG, not only is he a smart guy in terms of social media, he knows he's been lit for a long time. And he knew he was with a Disney star. And he knows whatever he does will get to the public. So him putting hands on a chick, I think he's too smart to do that. I think this was not a self-defense situation, but I think this was a situation where DDG was just like trying to hold her back. And he didn't want to just run away like some Jonathan Majors situation, if you guys remember, like him running down the street. Shout out to him for that. That's really the right move. As funny
That's
as
the only move you can make as a man, bro. If she get out of line, call the laws, man. I don't give a what you think, man. You better call them people if that girl over there beating on you, man. Cause what? She beat on you, crack your skull open. Now you, my brain bleeding. She beating on you, and then you crack her one time. Now them people come for you. Now you go to jail with a broken skull. You know, run, leave. Don't stay in these type of situations, brother. Take heed. But you know, man, we're gonna end that. We're gonna end it right there, man. What y'all feel about the video? Who you feel like you feel like any of this is true? You feel like DDG put hands? You feel like Halle lying? Let me know in the comments, man. What would you do? And with that being said, man, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.